If you wake up around 6:30 a.m., stare at the ceiling and feel a heavy weight in your chest before your feet even touch the floor, you're not broken, you're not lazy, you're not ungrateful. You are experiencing something psychologists call occupational misalignment. It means your work life does not match the way your brain is wired. You were told growing up that work is just part of life, that everyone hates their job, that suffering through it is normal. That stability matters more than happiness. But when you look at your paycheck and it feels more like a receipt for your lost time, when 40 hours of your week disappear and all you have to show for it is exhaustion, that feeling is not entitlement, that feeling is awareness. Some people are built for routine, some people are built for freedom. If you're watching this, there is a strong chance you belong to the second group. And for people like you, a traditional 9-to-5 job is not just boring, it is psychologically draining. It slowly shuts down your spirit. Here is why. First, there is something called effort-reward imbalance. You probably don't hate working. You probably work harder than most people. What you hate is working in a system where effort does not change outcome. You can give 60%. You can give 120%. The paycheck stays the same. Your brain is wired for result-based reward. You want to be paid for what you create, not for how long you sit in a chair. When effort and reward are disconnected, motivation collapses, not because you are lazy, but because your brain says, this makes no sense. You are not unmotivated, you are misused. Second, there is the autonomy gap. Autonomy means control over your own life, control over your schedule, control over your pace, control over how you work. In most jobs, you lose that control. You must ask permission to take a day off. You must explain your absence. You must follow rules that often feel pointless. Sometimes you are smarter than your manager. Sometimes you are more skilled, yet they still control your time. This creates silent rage, not loud anger, quiet exhaustion. Your nervous system does not like being controlled, especially if you have a high internal locus of control. That means you believe your life should be shaped by your choices, not by someone else's approval. So when people say, why can't you just accept it? They don't understand. You are not rebelling, you are suffocating. Third, many people who hate 9-to-5 jobs are multi-interest thinkers. You don't have one passion, you have many. You get curious easily, you learn fast, you enjoy exploring new skills. One month you love design, another month you love writing, another month you love business. This does not mean you are inconsistent, it means you are multi-potential. Your brain is designed to connect different worlds. Modern society tells you, pick one thing and do it forever, but your mind says, why? For most of human history, people did many things. They hunted, they built, they traded, they created, they adapted. One person was never meant to be one function. So when you are forced into a single narrow role, you feel trapped. Not because the job is hard, but because the box is too small. Fourth, you sense something most people ignore. You know jobs are fragile, you know companies replace people. You know loyalty does not guarantee safety. You know stability can vanish overnight. So being told this is secure feels dishonest. Depending on one income source is not true security. It is dependency. Real security comes from skill ownership. If you can create value, you are safer than someone with a fancy title. Your discomfort is intelligence, not negativity. Fifth, people like you are often built for flexible income, not single income. You may never feel fulfilled with one job. You may need multiple streams, not because you are greedy, but because variety keeps you alive. One project, one side skill, one small experiment. Each one adds a layer. This reduces fear. This increases control. This builds confidence. You stop thinking, what if they fire me? Because your life does not depend on one door. Sixth, you don't hate work. You hate meaningless work. You don't hate effort. You hate wasted effort. You don't hate responsibility. You hate being responsible for someone else's dream. You want to build something. You want to see growth. You want to feel progress. When you work on your own goals, time disappears. When you work on meaningless tasks, minutes feel like hours. That difference matters. Seventh, let's talk about guilt. You probably feel guilty for wanting more. You tell yourself, other people survive this. I should be grateful. I'm being dramatic. That guilt is learned. It was programmed into you. It does not mean you are wrong. It means your environment trained you to suppress your nature. A fish is not broken because it cannot climb a tree. A bird is not broken because it cannot swim deep. You are not broken because you cannot tolerate cages. Eighth, freedom does not mean chaos. It does not mean reckless quitting. It does not mean destroying your life. It means gradual construction, small skills, small projects, small income experiments. You don't need permission. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need movement. One step, then another. Momentum beats clarity. Clarity comes after action, not before. Ninth, once you taste self-generated income, even a tiny amount, your brain changes. You realize, I can create value. I'm not powerless. I'm not trapped. That realization is dangerous to systems built on obedience, but it is healing for your soul. 10th, understand this deeply. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not failing. You are early in a different race. A race toward self-directed life. A race toward autonomy. A race toward alignment. Most people never question the system. You did. That already makes you rare. So if you wake up tired, if Sundays feel heavy, if you feel alive only after work, it does not mean you are defective. It means your life is out of alignment with your nature. And alignment is fixable, not overnight, not magically, but gradually, patiently, quietly. You don't need to become rich. You don't need to become famous. You don't need to escape society. You need to build a life that feels like yours. That's it. A life where your time belongs to you, where your energy builds your future, where your effort matters. You were never meant to be owned. You were never meant to be trapped. You were meant to be self-directed. And the moment you start moving in that direction, even slowly, life begins to feel lighter. Not easy, not perfect, but real. And real is better than numb.